now, disclaimer time. We are here to share Prince's works with the utmost authenticity, clarity, and precision. This means there may be situations where the material being discussed may be sensitive or offensive to some. However, we have chosen to discuss his work as it was initially produced. We will not alter any of his original work to suit anyone's comfort, including our own. This podcast is to celebrate Prince and his works.
Thank you for your support and understanding. Now on to the show.
Hello, welcome to Alphabet Suite, podcast for the Prince Songbook. There are hundreds of songs to choose from. You have chosen.
What you gonna do after high school? Okay, let's do this. I feel like every time I hear that, I should be telling a story to kids in like grade school, like I'm reading a book. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's hard for me not to. Hello, boys and girls. So, anyway, hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to the Alphabet Suite podcast. I am your host, Pat.
I am your host, Timothy.
He messed it up. I'm producer Aaron.
Rock on.
Rock on.
Messed up what?
He said host. He's the co-host this time.
Oh, shh.
He always says he's got a big head. He doesn't co-host anything. He's always the host.
I always say co-host, though.
No, you don't.
I missed it this time. There's only one episode of it. Look at me, man. I'm good.
Look at.
Is that on us, or because it looks like it's flopped up? I don't know. Okay.
All right. So, in this, it's funny because I was just saying I feel like I should be reading a book at school. And we're going to talk about the song After High School.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
It was kind of fitting.
Hell yeah.
So After High School is on the Times' first album. And even though, here's the thing, even though they credit the Time for playing the instruments on this song, it was all Prince and Morris.
I see that.
On the first, in fact, if I remember right, on the Times' first two albums, it was all Prince and Morris. When they did this album, Prince and Morris had it recorded. They didn't even have a band name. It was just them two recording. And then they had to get a band name and put a band together because the album was done. So that's the story I heard. But if I'm wrong, people let me know. I'm sure, they will.
You do to also know that Des Dickerson is the one that wrote this.
Yes, I do.
But, of course, he was uncredited. I don't know
Well,
why.
Because when, and if I remember, because I remember this story, I was watching an interview or reading an interview, I can't remember, with Des. And what Prince would do, especially back then, is if someone wrote a song like this, he would offer, he's like, okay, I can pay you $250 for the song, or I can make you famous. And if I remember right, this was one of them, because he did it with Des. I think he did it with Andre Simone.
Mm-hmm.
They would write a song, and he would, instead of paying them for the song or anything, or giving them credit, he would just take the song, and then he made Des famous for a little bit, brought him up and had him in the band.
Right.
So that's what he would do to pay them for the song. Right, wrong, or otherwise, I don't really know if I agree with that method. And, Prince was Prince and did some shady things. And so, but, when you want to be famous and...
I don't know. I think that's kind of cool. I mean, because...
But you should still, in my opinion, okay, so I'm not going to pay you for the song. To pay you for the song, I'm going to put you in my band and make you famous. You should still give them songwriting credit. That's the way I feel.
Well, okay.
So you're pretty ticked, like, and feeling like that ain't right, like even with like Michael Jackson, because we all know he didn't write his stuff.
I think it's that way with anyone. If you write music, you should always get your credit, whether you get paid for it or not. You work out a deal for the payment. That's fine, you know, but you should always get the credit for it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It should have said written by Des Dickerson. You know,
Okay.
just like, you know, they give them credit for, you know, playing the instruments, but they had nothing to do with recording the song. Now they played it in concert, you know, they were the band in concert, but I don't know. Prince to me did a lot of shady things because he just wanted to. He was a control freak, and this is just another example of how he liked to have his fingers wrapped around everything and not give anyone control of stuff. You know what I mean?
They
Okay, I'm going to say right now, having these computers in here, I said in a previous episode, I thought was great. You just sit and surf the computer now instead of participating in the podcast.
and it's funny because I'm not even surfing about what we're doing.
No.
I'm sorry, because you said Audrey Simone, and that made me think. Didn't he just have a song he released?
Yes,
but it's not on Wiki.
well,
Nobody
no.
put it on there yet. So, anyway.
This could be bad. We may have to take away your computer rights already.
Oh man. All right.
You squirrel way too much. I feel like I should be like in Star Wars, stay on target.
Okay.
Do you even know what song we're talking about? Don't look at the
After-
computer.
After high school, I can't remember the name, but there it is. After high school. Okay.
So, now that I've talked for the whole episode,
I like
would you
the
like
song.
to input?
I like the song. 80s. I like music from back then, and it sounds really good. It's
Yeah, it was very early 80s. It was in 81.
yeah. So.
You're looking at the computer like you want to go surfing again.
No, there was something on here that I wanted to. I was gonna say as you were, talking, and yeah, I don't know what it was. No,
I'm sure it was something that had absolutely nothing to do.
no, it actually did because I seen it on its I seen it on its page, the page.
On the page.
Yeah.
So there's only two versions to this. They have the album version and an edited version that he released on the single.
Yep. Yeah, they don't actually know the recording dates for the song,
No.
but they think it took place, April '81. You didn't cover that, did you?
If you were paying
And-
attention to me instead of surfing the web, you'd know.
At Prince's. What's that?
Kiowa Trail.
Thank you. Studio. I've never heard of it called that. You've heard that?
That's where he recorded a lot of his early stuff before he built Paisley Park.
And that was where it was?
That was the house,
The
the
name?
street of the house.
Oh, wow. I've never seen that. I've always
It
seen
was a home
the-
studio
I've always seen the.
in Chanhassen.
Yeah, I've always seen that, This is what I'm talking. You keep cutting me off, man. What else do you want me to do? Just sit here and
Just
stare at you?
sit there and look pretty. That's all you got to do. So yeah, I enjoyed the song, and what's really surprising is to me it was one of the better songs on their first album.
Yes.
So I would have thought that there would have been like covers and samples, and I found none. Absolutely none. I could find no one who covered it. I found no one who sampled it, and it's got a cool beat and a cool riff,
Mm-hmm.
So you would have thought someone at some point in time would have said, "Hey, I can do something with this." But I found nothing.
Well, did you? And don't play that crap. Did you?
Did I
see-
don't play that crap?
Yeah. Did you see that? It also says that Des Dickerson released his own version.
I did not see that. Where did you
Okay.
see that at?
Way down at the bottom under trivia.
Oh, you know what? I didn't see that, but I know
knew
he did
that.
that because I have the retrospective CD.
Mm-hmm.
I have that.
Okay.
So
That's cool, though.
it is cool that if anyone else has that, that is a cool thing to have. Des Dickerson, the amount of music this guy wrote and recorded that you just don't know about, it's crazy. It was really, I want to say there was like 30 songs on it.
That's a lot.
You got like the full version to modern air, and yeah, it was really cool. That was when, so I know I'm not going to say I know, I'm pretty sure I spoke about this before, but that when I got that was when I was like in contact with Des himself. I was talking to him, and I got the set from him directly. So
That's very cool, man.
yeah, I was talking to him for a few months and just chit chatting, and I wish I would have kept like all the email because it's through email.
And you didn't keep that?
Well, dude, this was like back in the 90s, and AOL was just out. So I mean, with other than printing all the emails, it's not like today where you can, tap on a smartphone screen and have everything right there. This was back. I was sitting at this big clunky, desktop computer, I think it was like an IBM 386, and yeah, it was AOL. So you're emailing through AOL, which, again, back in the mid 90s was very slow, and, it was all dial up, and there was, it just, the options back then were to print. And if anything you printed was expensive because printer ink, even nowadays, printer ink is just horribly expensive. But back then, you only printed if you had to print, and it's not like, oh, I'll just save the file. And it was completely different back then. So, but it would have been cool if I had all them emails I had sent back and forth with him talking about this back then, because, I could share that and read it. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
But I don't.
You know what I know?
What do you know?
There's this cool thing I like to do after high school.
Which is?
Snack time.
Dun-dun. With our partner. Look, they're applauding for Castos.
What's up, party people? Producer Aaron here with a special message just for you. Are you a podcast creator looking to take your show to the next level? Well, we've partnered with Castos, the ultimate podcast distribution platform built just for you. With Castos, you can easily distribute your podcast to multiple platforms, reaching millions of listeners worldwide. Castos works with all of the major podcasting platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and many more. So your show can be heard everywhere your audience is. But that's not all. Castos also offers powerful analytics, giving you valuable insights into your audience's preferences and engagement. You can track your growth, episode downloads, listener demographics, helping you make informed decisions to improve your show. And here's the exciting part. Castos offers monetization options too. You can easily monetize your podcast through sponsorships, ads, or even setting up a membership program for your loyal listeners. Turn your passion into profit with Castos. So what are you waiting for? Sign up at one of our links below today to support us and grow your own show. Castos is here to empower podcast creators like you with the tools and resources you need to succeed. Join the Castos community and unlock the full potential of your podcast. Start reaching more listeners, monetizing your content, and taking your show to new heights. Castos, the podcast distribution platform built for creators. Once again, use one of our links below now and sign up to embark on an incredible podcasting journey with Castos. You don't want to miss this.
Castos for all your podcasting needs. Castos. I like that name.
Castos, yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool
you couldn't
name.
remember it forever, but
Right,
you
yeah.
like it now.
You know, Wiki. No,
What do we got? Uh-oh. Look at that look
it-
on his
is it
face,
me?
man.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
What are we doing? What do we got?
Okay. Rap snacks again.
I can't hear you.
Are you deaf? Rap snacks again.
Rap snacks again.
And
How
it's-
many of these
it's
rappers
funny
are
because I just said Master P.
Master? Master P.
Barbecuing
Barbecuing.
with my honey.
Shut up.
Bruh.
Barbecuing with my honey.
That's freaking. I like that. That's
Barbecuing.
funny. Okay.
Barbecuing.
Barbecuing
with my honey.
These are cheese puffs.
Are they?
Yeah. Barbecue and. So I'm assuming it's barbecue
And honey.
and honey on cheese puffs.
Oh, this is gonna be horrible.
Sounds great.
Does it?
I think so.
Oh boy. Pop that bad boy open.
Look above my finger.
Look above your finger.
Yeah, right in here somewhere.
I can't.
Oh my lord.
Oh, the date?
Yeah.
They've been sitting for a little bit. Master
They
P.
taste fine, don't they, Tim?
Cheese puffs.
I mean, other than they taste bad, they taste fine.
Yeah.
They look good.
But do they smell good?
They didn't smell bad.
Yeah. Don't let me down, Master P. I like Master P though. I like his music.
You like masturbate?
Yeah. The hell?
Oh,
Horrible? Oh. Are they stale?
they are a little stale to begin with.
So I had these when they were fresh. They're not that stale.
Really?
They're
That-
kind of stale.
Oh, those are bad. So even fresh, they're kind of stale.
A little bit. Yeah, I'm not gonna have another one of those.
No, one's enough. Why do you always grab like a handful of these, man?
I don't know.
Oh, those are bad. So we have not had, at least in my opinion, we have not had a good wrap snack at all yet.
All I really tasted was the honey.
I taste honey barbecue, but that should not exist on a cheese puff.
Those jalapeno ones I like to get are so good.
Yeah?
Like Zaps or something, or Zap, I don't know. Some random convenience machine brand that I found.
Cheese puffs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not a fan of that one. So we can let are you really going to do that?
Because
You're going to try to just,
There's a garbage can.
is there? Okay, because I know myself will be doing this, and then I'll reach over and grab
one?
and I'll be like, oh,
here, I'll try to knock them out.
you're gonna try to eat it.
I'll try to eat it.
You know, when I first bit into it, it reminded me of one of the wafer cookies, like the sugar wafers with the vanilla or chocolate or strawberry.
You might have to give those a round two with a fresh bag.
But
I don't think so.
this is horrible.
I don't know if I can do a round two with these.
And I don't.
There, hand them to me. I don't
Oh yeah,
can.
you were gonna eat them.
Oh. But you said they fresh, even fresh, they weren't that good.
I mean, there was a lot better than what we just had, but it wasn't like if Cheetos made a
Barbecue.
honey barbecue puff.
You got another one? Just lick the seasoning.
Still not good.
It
Yeah.
tastes like farts.
I've never tasted a fart.
Looks like you ain't doing something right then.
I've not licked enough butts to to taste a fart.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah, no.
no.
I am not a fan, no.
So yeah, this is a good song. I really like the Time though. The Time was just a badass band, you know.
I enjoyed the time, yes.
So after high school, I still listen to the Time. All right, so I guess that's all we got for this episode. So until next time, peace.
Peace.
No, it's not.
Uh-oh. What do we got?
You didn't
Oh, hey.
do the call to action.
Let me tell you something.
What?
If they want to reach us,
Yeah.
they should go to Facebook, Alphabet Suite Podcast, go to YouTube, go ahead. I'm letting you in on this.
Like, subscribe, ring the bell, email us, the Alphabet Suite Podcast.
Can we get like a ding,
oh,
ding,
no,
ding
it's
when you do
Alpha
that?
Suite Podcast.
Yeah, don't mess it up.
The Alpha Suite Podcast at gmail.com.
Because if you do it the other way,
It won't go
it ain't
through.
going nowhere.
Yeah.
Don't go on X. I'm about done with them.
Yeah,
It's
we're done.
horrible.
So we're just going to stay on Facebook,
Yeah,
email,
Mr. Musk, what are you doing, bro?
and contact us down below. Now, we are done. Are we done, Producer Aaron?
Patreon.com/Alphabet Suite Podcast for behind the scenes,
Extra stuff.
extra stuff, different tiers, ad-free episodes, and some other stuff.
Cool. So until next time, peace.
Bye. This has been a Tatanka Enterprises production.